Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to configure PostgreSQL Server on a Ubuntu server. The first step that we are going to take is to verify our repositories are updated. So you can run the command apt-y update. If you are a root user, you do not need to run the sudo command before any apt install or update command. But if you are a non-root user, you might want to use sudo option in order to activate or run any installation related commands. So we have validated that all the packages are up to date. So the next step that we are going to do is install the repository, install the PostgreSQL and the PostgreSQL contrib packages. So for that, we can run the command apt install PostgreSQL and PostgreSQL-contrib. Once you run the command, it'll ask for a yes or no if you want to continue. And we can see that here it'll try to install the PostgreSQL-12 and the client, the common packages, the PostgreSQL common, SSL cert, systat, and there are some other suggested packages that we can install. But in all, these are some of the packages that it's going to install when we are trying to install these two packages or the PostgreSQL Server 12. So we are going to press caps Y in order to continue. I'll continue the whole process and try to install the SQL Server software. So we are up to 76%. 80, we're pretty much or close to done. And we'll just give it a minute. And we are done. So we can see that the PostgreSQL Server installation has been completed. Now if you want to access the SQL Server Psql, which is the command line interface for accessing the database and the tables, or to interact or communicate with the database, we use Psql. And what we can do is in order to do that, let's log in using a default user, which is the Postgres that gets created when you install PostgreSQL application. So we can run the command su-postgres, and we are logged in with the Postgres user. And we can run the command psql, and we are into the command line for the psql. This is basically the PostgreSQL prompt, and from here you're actually free to interact with the database management system right away. So if you press the command /l, it'll list all the databases that are created by default. So Postgres is a database which has all the database related information, and there are templates. If you press /d, it'll list down all the tables that are there in the database. So I can show you a couple of tricks in which we'll see how to create a database and how to create a user. So let's exit, and the PostgreSQL Server 12 also comes with some interactive CLIs in the Postgres user mode. So you can run the command create user --interactive and add the name of the role that you want to add. So you can, let's say we added Iraitech. And is it a super user? Yes, this is a super user. And that's it. You are done creating a user. And if you want to create a database as well, you can do the same thing by using the command create db and name of the database. Let's say we create the database name Iraitech db and done. Now within the PSQL interface, we can actually look at the databases using the /l command, which lists down all the databases, and we can see the Iraitech DB database, which we just created, and the user is the owner is Postgres. Remember, any database that gets created by default has the owner set to the Postgres user. We can alter this information as well. You can do that using the command alter database, Iraitech DB in this case, and we set the owner to Iraitech, which is the new user that we created, and now we have altered that database information. So if I run the command again /l, we can now see the Iraitech DB has the owner set to right. We can also set the password of the user that we created, which is Iraitech, because in the interactive mode command line using the create user, we cannot set the password. What we can do is we can run the command alter, or we can run the SQL query, say alter role, and the role was Iraitech, and we set the password to let's say Iraitech at 123 codes and semicolon, and we have altered. So now when you try to log in using the Iraitech user, or you connect your application with the Iraitech DB with the Iraitech user, you can use the password Iraitech at 123 for this user. There are a few other things that you can actually do to grant permissions. I'll quickly show that to you. So we can say grant all privileges on database on Iraitech DB to Iraitech. All privileges on database. We have granted, and we want to revoke all the privileges from the Postgres user. So we can say revoke all privileges on database Iraitech DB from Postgres, and done. So now we have revoked all the privileges on the database Iraitech DB from the Postgres user and given all the privileges to the Iraitech user. This way we can secure the database and prevent any other user from making any changes to that database itself. So this is all we have for today. Hope you liked the video. If you have any comments or feedback, please do let us know. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video as much as you can. Thank you.